This meeting
Good
is
morning,
being
guys.
recorded.
Online students, please check your audio and video settings, please. Online students, please check your audio and video settings, please. Right. Yesterday I was talking about request parameters. Okay. To bind request parameters to handler method parameters, what is the annotation we should use? At the rate request param annotation. Okay. If request parameter names and method parameter names are matching, is it compulsory to pass request parameter name in at the rate request param annotation? Optional to pass, right? Okay. How to pass default value for request parameter, though it is not passed? Default value param is there. ఎవరి దగ్గర ఉంది? సెల్లార్లో సార్ వాళ్ళు టీ తాగుతారు కదా, అక్కడ ఒక బాటిల్ ఉంటే బ్లాక్ కలర్. Yeah, how to pass, how to tell passing request parameter is purely optional. Required is equal to false. Default is true na boss? Okay. Now listen. After specifying request parameter, if you don't pass in the request URL, okay, is it going to be error or not going to be error? It's going to be error. Why? Because by default required is equal to true. Okay, in handler method, I said 2 request parameters will come, but I passed 3-4 request parameter in the address bar URL. Is it error or not error? Not error. Passing additional, not error. Passing less is error. If you pass more than expected request param, it is not going to give any error. Okay. Okay, one request parameter is going to have multiple values, right? Okay, where to read them? In handler method, what type of parameter we should take to read and hold them? Array, list, set type of parameters we have to use. No, sir, I'm planning to store in string type parameter. Then what happened? Those multiple values will come as what? Comma separated list of values. What values, guys? Okay, comma separated list of values. Are you understanding my statement, boss? Come on. Okay. My request param in URL is SNO is equal to 100 EB. In handler method, I enable default value 500. Method param yes name and SNO. When I run this one, it gives exception. But when I change the URL request param to SNO to NO, it works. Yeah, definitely works. Na? In your question only answer is a dirty fellow. Okay, when you give SNO 100 AB and you are also trying to read what? SNO. Okay, that's why number format exception comes, right, guys? When you give NO, is it really expecting NO from anyone? So when it is not expecting, do you think it will think about translation? When it is not thinking about translation, why it will give error? Just now I said additional request parameters are error or not error? Additional request parameters are error or no error, guys? Okay, that's great. From my side, no issues, guys. Please rejoin. You are not sharing paintbrush. Who said I am not sharing paintbrush? Okay, I stop this. Share. Okay, done. Okay, after that, what next? SNO 100 AB, why it is not default value? Array, you are passing AB, right? And you are also expecting what? At the rate request param SNO, right? So definitely it will try to read and convert. But can we convert alphanumeric into integer? Use brains, Ranaina. Use brains. Okay, and then what happens, guys? Number format exception will come or not? When you mention @request param within bracket SNO, then only it will think about reading and conversion. Na? But can we convert alphanumeric value into integer? But when you try to convert, what happens? Number format exception. What's happening, guys? My video is on. My screen is on. Okay. What's happening, guys? So once again, I'm sharing. This is there. Okay, still not visible. Still not visible. Please rejoin. Please rejoin. Those are having issues, please rejoin. Everything is perfectly shared, guys. You shared notepad window. No, I have shared correct windows only. Stop, share, screen one. Screen one means entire screen, right? Okay, I selected screen one, then share. No, yaar, when I open notepad also, entire desktop will be shared. Come on, why are you behaving like this? Entire screen will be shared, right? Okay, now my face is also visible. Check it out. Share, Nataraj share, screen one, right? Screen one. I'm not opening specific one, right? Screen one. Then say what? Share. So entire window will be shared. Entire desktop will be shared. Fine, boss. Please rejoin. Everything will be visible. Please rejoin. Please rejoin. All problems will be solved. Yeah, now you are able to see desktop. Everything you can see. Okay, my face is also visible, boss. You rejoin. No, studio cam is still on. It's on. Okay, video cam also comes. Sir, it's come in black color. Come on, all people are. Am I getting video now? Now coming? Video is coming or not? All good? Okay. Every day half an hour, this time pass only. All good, all bad. Okay. That's great, guys. So let's lastly, we have some more discussions pending there. We have seen the use cases of request params lastly. So then, if you want to get special objects to the handler method, like a session object, servlet context object. Session object is one per browser software. Servlet context object is what? One per and per entire web application, right, guys? So you want to deal with such objects, okay? So some of them can be injected, some of them can be taken as param values in handler method. Okay, what is yesterday's date, guys? 6th, right? Okay. What is this? 1102. What is this, guys? 1102. Spring Boot MVC. Where is that? 6th, request params binding. Everyone go down. Yes. Use cases are given, right? Yeah, this is very important, guys. I'm giving real purpose of the default value now. I'm giving real purpose of the default value. If handler method of controller class is expecting only few request params from request, but if we give more than that, then we will not get any problem. We will not get any problem. See, it is expecting how many value? SNO, SNAME, address. SNO, SName, address, average and school extra. Am I going to get any error, boss? I think few minutes back I discussed this point. If you pass extra, not a problem. But if you pass less, problem. But I want to pass, but it should not give error. Then default value required is equal to false will work out or not. Default value required is equal to false will definitely work out or not, guys. Okay, let's see that. Note. Okay. If we pass more than or equal to expected. What, guys? Expected request param values. Okay, then no problem. Then no problem. Okay, but if we pass, okay, less than uh, less than required, less than expected. What is this? Request params. Then there is a what is there? Possibility of. There is a possibility of getting. There is a possibility of getting errors. Okay, right. Okay. So to solve this error, take required is equal to false or default value is equal to something in okay request param annotation in the params. What, guys? In the params where in the request param annotation in the params in the handler method params in the handler method params. Yeah, we can take both, guys. R and end. Okay. In the params, which in the param for which values are not coming. Values are not coming. Okay, as the request params. For which values are not coming as the request. Convinced, guys? Okay, that's great. Yeah, tell me. Using @auto void, we can inject servlet context object, servlet config object to the controller class, right? Because though actually container managed object, somehow IOC container makes them as what? Spring Bean. So we can inject them or not. We can get HTTP session object, request object, response object as the params of handler method in the controller class, which are specific to each request, each browser. Handler method parameter, which are common for entire web application. We can get them as what? Spring Bean, we can go for injection. Spring Bean, we can go for injection. Check it out. In controller class, servlet context SC @auto void. Servlet config CC @auto void. Okay, here session as parameter, request as parameter, response as parameter. We are enjoying that one or not, guys? So anything specific to each request, we try to bring them as parameters because each request one handler method execute. Anything common for all the requests, we get them as Spring Bean and we can inject them to controller class using @auto void annotation or not, guys. Simply using @auto void annotation. So let's feel one thing practically here. Let's feel one thing practically here, boss. After this, we will prepare mini project background, performing code operations. Once that is done, we will go for implementation of the mini project, improvisation, challenging problems and solution, how to apply industry standards on the project. So lots of things we are going to discuss. Whatever knowledge I have given so far in MVC, all these are for that mini project code operation. Other day, someone came to me and show, sir, company has given lab this task to me. But when I look at the task, it's a just MVC application with the code operation. System test, company task, company assignment, most of the time code operations only. So that's why practice this very carefully and try to give your best efforts while writing the code. Because why embedded Tomcat is not taken when changes, when I change the code and refresh. By default, changes done in source code will not reflect in embedded Tomcat. You want to see changes done in happening in embedded Tomcat? Some special starter is there that is called DevTools starter. You have to add it. When I launch that one, you will get the idea. But changes done in Eclipse IDE editors will be reflected in external Tomcat by default automatically. But changes done in source code will not reflect to what? Embedded Tomcat automatically. Right, guys? For that one, you have to add extra starter that is called DevTools starter. Spring Boot DevTools. When I launch that starter, you will get idea why it is happening, why it is not happening. Okay. Good observation, whoever asked that question. Yeah, where is our MVC application, guys? Request params data binding. Copy, paste. Request params data binding. Where is that? 09. 09. Right. Request params data binding. So this time, okay. I think we can use existing only. What is need of copy, guys? Come to this place. You take any existing method, my dear. You take any existing simple method that is dealing with request params, right? Okay. Here, private servlet context SC. Private servlet config CZ. Control plus shift plus O. Here is what? @auto void. That's great. Here is @auto void. We are injecting them as Spring Beans. So they are injected in controller class as instance variables through has a property. They are visible in all methods or not. Multiple handler methods are not, guys. Okay. Public string. Okay. Public string. Process data. Public string process data. HTTP servlet request. REQ. HTTP servlet response. RES. What is there? Throws exception. Public string process data, HTTP servlet request REQ, HTTP servlet response RES, throws exception. Okay. Here I will take @request mapping, otherwise get mapping. Oh, get exchange is different purpose. Get mapping slash data. Here is my HTTP session. HTTP session SES. These are coming as what, guys? Parameter, because they are specific to each request. Control plus shift plus O. That error is different error. Return welcome. Welcome is the logical view name, guys. Okay. But I want to feel all these things came. Sys out web application name. Name of the current web application. Web application's current name. SC dot get context path. That's great, na boss. SC dot get context path. Yeah. Next one, servlet context object. Servlet dispatcher servlet logical name. Servlet config object is right hand object to servlet object. Using that object, I can give information to servlet. I can gather information about servlet, right? Dispatcher servlet logical name. Internal logical name of dispatcher servlet can be gathered by using its right hand object called servlet config object. By using its what? Right hand object called servlet. System.out.println. Okay, request to path. Request to path. Request dot get servlet path. System.out.println. Come on. System.out.println. Request.get servlet path. Request.get servlet path. That is going to be request path, guys. Tell me next one. Okay. Session object class. What is there, guys? Session object. Session ID. Session object, session ID. For session object, session ID will be there, na, guys. SCS dot. Okay. Session. Can't you wait until I introduce completely, Nitin? Nitin, why you always overexcited? Don't you have common sense, boss? I'm just showing proof. Then use cases, right? Please, guys. Don't I know where it is used should be discussed? Don't I know where it should be used to be discussed, right? Please try to have some common sense. I already said one thing. Whenever you get any query, please hold it for 5 to 10 minutes. Most of your doubts will be clarified in next 5 to 10 minutes discussion, right? Yeah, the people who know servlets perfectly, they are aware of all these objects importance, right? Suppose I want to do session tracking. Session object is required or not required? Okay, from handler method only I want to send response to browser. No view component. Then response object is required or not required? Response dot set content type. You take the print writer. Using print writer, you write to response object. Come on. Request object. I want to know more about the request. Like request path, request parameters, request URL. I want to know many things about request. Request object is required or not? Similarly, to create request attribute, request object is required. To read request parameter value, request object is required. Servlet context object. Using servlet context object, I can know about entire web application. I can know about entire web application. What do you say, guys? Using CZ, I can read init parameter values. Okay, so as SC is useful to know what is the server it is using, in which server application is running, what is the name of the web application. context path of all this stuff. CZ, to more about dispatcher servlet and its details. To more or to read init parameter values that are there in what? Dispatcher servlet configuration. Nothing will be wasted, guys. For everything, there will be one or other uses. Okay, guys. Tell me now. Now I need to create welcome.jsp. I'm printing on the console only. Okay, no, you don't want to print on the console. You want to send it to view component, right? Then map string comma object map. Map string comma object map, guys. Map string comma object map. Yeah. Okay. Keep the above data in shared memory as the model attribute. Yeah, anything you can use. Get attribute, set attribute as model attribute. Right? Map dot put. What dot put, guys? Map dot put. Web application name. What name? Web application name. Web application name. Tell me. SC dot get context path. Map dot put. Logical name. Dispatcher servlet logical name. Yeah, tell me. CZ dot get servlet name. DS logical name. Right? Next. Map dot put path, request path. కామన్ టాపిక్స్ అని ఉంటుంది, వాళ్ళకి తెలుసు. పాత లింకే. ఈ ఒక్క సండే వదిలేయండి, కావాలంటే నెక్స్ట్ సండే పెట్టుకుంటాను. ఓకే, ఈ సండే అయితే ఆల్రెడీ అనౌన్స్మెంట్ అయిపోయింది, ఇప్పుడు చేంజ్ చేయటం కుదరదు. ఓకేనా? రైట్. ఓకే, లింక్ అది కాదు, కొత్త లింక్, ఒకటి పాత లింకే. కామన్ టాపిక్స్ లింక్ అని ఒక లింక్ క్రియేట్ చేసుకున్నాం మేము. చేసుకున్నాం ఆల్రెడీ. నా బ్యాచ్, నా స్టూడెంట్స్ వరకు 5 బ్యాచ్లు జరిగితే ఏదైనా కామన్ టాపిక్ ఉంది అనుకో, అందరికి కలిపి చూడడానికి ఒక కామన్ టాపిక్ లింక్ అని ఎప్పుడూ క్రియేట్ చేసుకున్నాం. కాదు, అదేంటంటే ఎప్పుడైనా వీకెండ్స్లో అందరికి కలిపి ఒకే క్లాస్ తీసుకోవాలనుకున్నప్పుడు అందరిని అక్కడ పిలుస్తా. అది ఎప్పుడో క్రియేట్ చేసి వాడటం స్టార్ట్ చేసాం మేము. ఓకే, ఈ సాటర్డే సండే కూడా ఈ 11 వాళ్ళకి 7 వాళ్ళకి కలిపి కామన్ టాపిక్ మీటింగ్ ఐడిలో సాటర్డే సండే క్లాసులు ఉన్నాయి. స్టూడెంట్స్ ఆల్రెడీకి మీటింగ్ ఐడి ఉంది వాళ్ళ దగ్గర, మీరు అది జస్ట్ స్టార్ట్ చేయటం వరకే పని, అంతే. అవును, యాక్చువల్గా ఉందే, బట్ సార్ ఏం అనౌన్స్ చేయలేదు, దాన్ని నేను కామన్ టాపిక్ చేసుకున్నాను. వర్క్షాప్నే కామన్ టాపిక్ చేసుకో. రైట్. వాట్ ఈస్ దిస్ గైస్? రిక్వెస్ట్ డాట్ get servlet path. Request dot get servlet path. Right, boss? Map dot put path is equal to request dot get servlet path. Okay. Session ID also we have to maintain like that only. Map dot put. What is this? Session ID. What ID, guys? Session ID. Map dot put session ID. Where is this? Session dot get ID. Yeah, session dot get ID. Ses ID. They are model attributes, guys. We cannot give anything your choice. Web app name. Okay. Web application name. Right? DS map dot put DSL dispatcher servlet logical name. Session ID. What ID? Session. Okay. Here semicolon na. Right. Welcome. Okay, semicolon. So welcome or something else we can give. Show underscore or data dot. Yeah. It looks for JSP page whose name is show underscore data. Okay. Shall I develop that show underscore data, boss? SRC main web app web INF pages. What is there, guys? New. What is there? What is there? JSP file. Right click, new JSP file. Show underscore data dot JSP. Show underscore data dot JSP. Yeah, tell me here what is there. Is EL ignored is equal to true. False, false. I think you should not touch this. We have to get into this place. Okay. Result page 1. Okay. Next. Here we have to display all the attributes or not. Yeah. Tell me first one. What is that? Web application name. Bold. Web application name. Dollar. What is there? WA name. Perfect. Yes. What is there? BR. Next. Session ID. Here is my what, guys? Session ID. Okay. Here also SES ID. SID, session ID, SES ID. I have given correctly only, was SES ID. Okay, na? Hey, we have to go by name of the attribute, guys. Next, request path. What, guys? Request path. Tell me. Here is my path. Next, dispatcher servlet logical name, guys. What is there? DSL. DSL. Okay, we are getting everything, boss. That's great. Let's put that. Right click, run on server. Okay, Tomcat guys, tell me. Remove the application, finish. Say okay. Yeah, we have to give data as the request path, guys. Yes, enter key. Observe, web application name has come, session ID has come, Request path has come. Logical name of dispatcher servlet is first letter lowercase class name na boss. Okay. So that means all these objects are quite useful or not? Okay, guys. Tell me. Servlet context object in the handler method. What, guys? Is useful. What for? Is useful to know, to get more information about the underlying web application. What application? Underlying web application. Underlying web application. Super, guys. Tell me next one. That is servlet context object. Next. Servlet config object in the handler method. What method? In the handler method is useful to get more information about what servlet, guys? Dispatcher servlet. Everyone getting my point there, guys? Yeah, next. Session object. Session object in handler method. What method, guys? In handler method is useful for session tracking, guys. I think you might have studied session tracking techniques. Cookies, HTTP session with cookies, useful for session tracking. Next. Okay, next one, guys. HTTP request object. What object? HTTP servlet request object. Object in handler method. What is there, guys? In handler method. In handler method is useful to gather more details about the incoming request, guys. What request? Yes, boss. Next, HTTP servlet response object. What object, guys? In handler method is useful to gather more details. Okay, to set more details to outgoing response. Outgoing, guys? Outgoing response. And also useful to send response to browser directly from what is there? Handler method without taking the support of view resolver and view components. View resolver and view comp. Convinced or not, guys? Come on, everyone. Got the clarity or not? I want reply, guys. Everyone getting my point there or not, guys? Come on, everyone. Got the clarity here, guys? Come on, everyone. Super. Okay. But I said one last statement. Using response object, I can give directly to browser. Output to browser without taking the support of view resolver and view component or not. Okay. Can I show that once? Okay. Let's keep this as it is, my dear. Let's keep this handler method as it is. That's fine. Here is my, what is there? copy this, say paste, copy this, say paste. Okay, guys. Get print writer object. What object, guys? Print writer PW is equal to res dot get writer. Yes, na boss. Res dot get writer. I want reply, my dear. Fine. Okay. Next. Okay. Set response content type. Response content type. Content type. Array, this code we have written in Servlet na boss. Yeah. Res dot set content type. Text slash HTML. What slash HTML, guys? Okay. Write the output to browser. To browser. pw.println. pw.println. Web application name plus sc dot get context path. Everyone getting my point? Yes. Return null. What is there, guys? Return null. Yeah, this is optional, but only for this MIME type it is optional. Yeah, return null. Though string is there, I can say return null. Instead of saying return null, can I say void and no return? Because I am sending output directly to browser. So no need of logical view name. Then I can take return type as what? Void. So then no need of taking return statement. Mr. Samid Muhammad, what's your problem? Type your problem in the chat box. Dirty fellow. Muddy fellow. Run on server, guys. Save it. Say next. Select Tomcat. Say next. Say finish. Look at the data. Directly coming on the browser, guys. We can apply HTML styles also. After all, it's a browser, right? Since it's after all browser, we can apply on what? HTML. We can also apply HTML styles. What do you say, guys? It's possible or not possible? Okay. But LVN will be created, will not be created because we are involving response object. Okay, bringing output and putting into response object directly goes to browser. No logical view name, nothing, guys. If response object utilization started, it will directly send the output to the browser. Okay. Here is the example code for that. Here is the example code for that or not. Okay, why to go for, here I will write request path. What is there? Because I just want to use those parameter based thing. Request dot get path. Request dot get servlet path, guys. Okay, get servlet path. So can I copy and paste, guys? Yeah, before copying and pasting, string return bad, void no return good. That's good thing when you have a clarity, nothing to return. Why to take the certain return? Right click, run on server, say next, say finish. Say finish. Here is my what, guys? Data. Request path slash data. request path slash data. That's a great thing or not, boss? Okay, that's great thing. Copy this. Where is this, guys? Yeah, we are making this here we are making servlet component sending response directly to browser. Especially this is useful in file downloading activity. Whenever we click on hyperlink, software should be downloaded. That is also one website, na? That is also developed like this only, boss. How they are doing? They are while doing file downloading activity, response goes to browser directly without involving what? View resolver and view component. Yeah, this handler method directly sends a response to browser. Very useful in file downloading activities, right? Yeah, this handler method sends the sends the generated output directly to browser without involving view resolver and view component. That means what, guys? Useful in useful in okay, what is that? File downloading, file downloading or software downloading activities. File downloading and what? Software downloading activities. Everyone understanding my statement, guys? Come on, everyone. Got the clarity, guys? Okay. So with this, we completed everything related to request params, how to get special objects, servlet context, servlet config. Both are servlet container created object, but somehow Spring container making them as Spring Beans or not. Is it not a great thing? So though it belongs to servlet container, we can inject it to what? Our application. Okay, remind me while uploading, I have to upload both. Yeah, what is there? Seventh. Performing code operation, I would like to develop the mini project. Yes, this is the mini project I would like to develop. Looks very easy, but one by one we have to implement. Spring Boot MVC base layered application development. We developed layered application earlier as a standalone application. Everything is colorless screens, black and white screens, guys. Maybe Eclipse also black and white only. Eclipse and command prompt, what is the difference? In command prompt, black background, white output. In Eclipse, what is the difference? White background, this, but overall black and white only. My statement is right, boss. Okay. Spring Boot MVC based layered application. Same as our Spring based layered application only. Spring Boot based other layered application only. In the place of client application, view comes into picture. Nothing but JSPs, Angular, React, these things comes into picture. Right now we are habituated with the JSP based view now. We are going to work with the JSP based view. But once we got Angular or React knowledge, anyhow I said integration classes I will speak, right? In those classes, we'll replace what? This JSP with Angular or React JS. Okay, I'll give both knowledge, whatever you want, you can take it. But if you ask me what to learn, sir, React is having bit extra edge compared to Angular. But some old maintenance projects also there in Angular. So you have to learn both, no option. But bit extra priority to React, guys. Fine. Okay, now listen. Controller, dispatcher, sorry. Front controller, dispatcher, ready-made. Controller class we develop. Service class having business logic we develop. Repositories we take. We don't develop. We take. Okay, na? Interfaces only we develop, guys. Come on. So repository part dynamic one, dispatchers are like dynamic one. After all, how many layers we have to develop? JSP's view layer, controller, handler classes you have to develop, service. Only four things or three things you have to develop. View component, controller classes, service class. Repository, just interfaces you have to declare, not everything. Just interfaces you have to declare, not everything. Come on, everyone, understanding my statement, guys. Come on. Yeah. See, guys, JSP view component having acting presentation. Earlier, what? Runner class or client application acts as a view because boring non-web based views they are, right? Their Java class as the view, but this time JSP. That gives request to dispatcher servlet, which is a fixed front controller. That delegates the request to controller. Sir, where is handler, ma'am? That is a helper, not the main. Right, guys? Delegation logic plus exception handling logics will be there. Delegation logics plus exception handling logics will be there. From all layers, exception will come. There it will be handled. From here only, non-technical guiding message will be sent to view component. Service class model layer business logic. Repository model layer persistence logic. This is what, guys? MVC architecture based web application. Okay, as the layered application. See, dispatcher servlet new, JSP new, controller old, service old, repository not there, DAO was there. So almost same as our previous knowledge only, na? Dispatcher servlet is front controller. Okay, controller class is handler class, which deals with what? Request delegation logic to service classes and also exception handling logic. It also contains what logics, guys? Exception handling logics. Are you getting my point there, guys? Come on, everyone. Got the clarity, boss? JSP to dispatch servlet convinced? You need not to convince. Any request given by JSP, dispatch servlet traps and takes. Why? Dispatch servlet URL pattern is what? Slash. So definitely it will traps and takes or not, guys. Okay. It will delegates to controller. Controller receives the request. Okay. Basic reading kind of thing will do and happily passes to service class. Business logic, some results are generated. To persist inputs and outputs both, it will take the support of what? Repository, which internally deals with in-memory proxy class. That internally generate SQL query and completes the persistence operations on what? Database software. MVC architecture based web application as layered application. Mini project performing code operation. Nowadays some companies are taking system test. Most common topic in system test is what? Code operation. That's a minimum test they do nowadays. Most of the people completes also. But I want you people to complete with the best design pattern, best coding standards, best presentation. When he comes and see your output, you should feel very happy and mesmerizing. And you have to play a little bit with presentation also. They give system, they give all required softwares. Yes, na boss. And they give time and they go. Once in a while they come and ask, hey, are you stuck up anywhere? Are you stuck up anywhere? Don't say stuck up, okay? But demand for internet connection. Okay, in these options, you can take the support of internet. If you ask why internet, then say, I'm using MiWin, which is industry standard. Yes or no, na? Sometimes he says, hey, whatever jars you want, they are there in local repository. Internet is not required. Then I don't think they are that much strict not to use mobile. They don't say. You can use mobile, you can take the reference code from the mobile. Yes, na boss? It's possible. Okay. So that's why you don't worry much about what. If I in the system test, they don't give this. And sometimes they'll send you mail to complete the system test, guys. You can take the support of some other friend also to complete it. But next round interview, they ask a few queries about what you did. There you did perfect output, but in the explanation you are failing. Okay. Then you will think that you have applied proxy design pattern. What design pattern? What do you mean by proxy design pattern? You have not completed that task. Someone else completed that task. So this pattern is called proxy design pattern. Okay, na? Right. Fine. What? Some supplementary comments are coming. What? Tell me, I want to know. Yes, guys. See, let's see our mini project, boss. Most commonly given system task. They may give different hospital, library management, X, Y, Z. Anyone, that guy is there? That belongs to evening batch or morning batch? One day one fellow come up with laptop, say, I got this assignment, sir, how to start? After telling everything, sir, I already completed and submitted also. Then why are you coming to man? To check whether I have done right or not. Okay. Okay, fine. I understood. We also checked our faculties. We also checked our lecturers. Fine, it happens. Okay. First, what should happen? Home page should come. What page, guys? To get the home page, you know what to do. Handler method with the slash, return logical view name. That's great. There one hyperlink. When you click on hyperlink, you should talk to controller service repository, should bring all the records of the table, should generate a web page through view component, having table like this. So in that process, I can say select operation is completed, boss. But how table should be displayed? Each row. But those hyperlink should carry that row related ID value as the additional request parameter value. Why, sir? Why they should carry? If they don't carry, what happens? You click it on delete. What record it should delete? In the table level, in the presentation level, record is there. But when you click on just delete hyperlink, okay, it goes to a handler method. How does it knows you are looking to delete so and so record? So that's why that row related ID value, that row related PK column value, which is represented by ID property, should be sent along with the request to handler method as additional request parameter value or not. Simply as the additional request parameter value or not, guys. At least now you understood need of request parameters. Yesterday also I said similar use case, but today you will be connected more, right? Okay. See guys, for every row, edit, delete, edit, delete. Edit will send its what? Hyper ID value. Delete will send its ID value. Then how do you differentiate logic for both hyperlinks? Why should I differentiate? Am I processing in singular handler method? No. For edit separate handler method having request separate request path. For delete operation separate handler method having what? Another request path. Then why should I differentiate? There is no need of differentiating anything. Right, boss? Yeah, then we have got add employee, guys. Then we have got add employee, guys. When I click on this hyperlink, come on. When I click on this what? Hyperlink, what happens, guys? Form page is on. There we fill up the data. Observe very carefully. I am not taking employee number. Am I generating employee number here? Am I generating employee number here, guys? Why? Employee number should be generated automatically. When you join in a company, are you choosing employee number? Are you joining Naresh IT? Are you choosing registration number? Naresh IT generates, my dear, right? Okay, that's great. Form came, remaining details are gathered. Register button, it will insert the record into table by generating employee number dynamically or not. By simply generating the employee number dynamically. Okay. See, when I click on add employee hyperlink, separate handler method, first launching the form page, then processing the form page. So launching form page is what? Get mode. Submission of form page is what? Post. And whenever form is there, two handler method. One for launching form page, one is okay, that's great. When you click on edit hyperlink, that gives me get mode request to launch the form page. Right, guys? But listen carefully. When form page is launched, guys, the existing data will be populated to text box. Existing data of the record will be populated to text boxes as initial values. At that time, two-way binding, first binding is very useful. This is the real use case of first binding of two-way binding. Okay. But in that one, we will make first text box value as non-editable. Why? If every record is identified with ID value, if ID value itself modified, it may update other record, not the one we wanted, right? Except ID, remaining things we make it editable. When you click on edit employee submit button, that generates the post request and updates the record or not. That generates the post request and updates the record or not, guys. Mr. What is the emoji meaning, ra? Net problema, my problema, understanding problema. Type Mr. Who is tires? Okay, fine. Net problema from my side, no issue, guys. Vikas Kumar, I will murder you, you know. Vikas Kumar, last warning. What's your problem? Last warning. If you have any problem with system or voice or with my explanation, or you want me to explain one more time, type it. Don't do time pass activities. I think you need my attention. Huh? Do one thing. Switch on the camera, do cabaret dance. You will get my attention, entire batch attention. Muddy fellows. Don't become Raki Sawant of classes. She do anything for attention seeking, right? Ah. See, this much net speed is there, right? This much net speed is there. Why you will get problems? Okay, let it be, guys. Come on, everyone. These waste fellows will be there. Burdens to parents. Okay, guys. In fact, burden to earth also. Okay, get guys. Form is launched or not? Super. Can we take hidden form fields for that? Why? We want to edit now. Why you want to take hidden? Hidden means, you know, meaning, boss? Not visible. When not visible, what you visit? What you modify? So, Mesh Panda, sometimes you lose your basic brain, boss. Okay, employee number, what is the problem to display number, boss? I won't edit it. Hidden means completely not visible, na? What do you think? Hidden box means slightly visible, ah? Do you know meaning of hidden box? Do you know at least meaning of hiding? Hiding means not visible, not lightly visible, right? Fine. From which dunya you people come, Ra Babu? Hidden box, not normal text box, but disable the editing. Disable. Don't make disabled also. Disabled also, though present, it is inactive. You have to active keep, but you have to just disable editing process. Okay, guys, tell me. It generate post mode request and using update query to update the record, guys. Next. I clicked on delete hyperlink. Anyhow, that is also carrying the number. Carrying the number or not? Definite. Okay. But delete is such a danger activity. That's why I'm going for a double confirmation. Are you sure you want to delete? Deletion is danger, boss. That too, we are doing hard deletion or soft deletion. Hard deletion. That means permanently gone. We are deleting committing data also, permanently gone. What do you mean by soft deletion? Not deleted, marked as deleted. Physically record is there, but it will be in active mode. That is called soft deletion. Someone asked the other day, what is software deletion, sir? No. Software deletion is software deletion only. It is a soft deletion. So, I think maybe he heard somewhere, soft deletion is important. After adding masala, processing, it has become what? Software deletion. One day he asked a question, are you going to teach software deletion? Okay. That is called software uninstallation, dirty fellow. No, sir, my friend said that there is software deletion. Okay, then I processed it back and I thought, oh, he is talking about soft deletion. Are you getting my point? Super. Okay, it happens. Akshay, I am getting a laugh. Can't you write in the chat box, right, dirty fellow? Okay. Fine. Here is what? Double confirmation. And this one. Here purely get mode only. Here what? Get mode. See? Getting report. Select operation. Come on. Okay. Getting report. Getting report. Select operation. Okay. Performing insert operation, right? Okay. Chiki, do whatever dances you have. I think you have another 1 or 2 days. Okay. To come and attend what? Offline classes, right? Okay, na? Anything hard is good. Come, I will give hard question paper. Huh? Dirty fellow. I'll conduct hard interview. Every question looks like known question, but it is unknown question. As you are attending classes, I feel you are attending classes, but you are not actually listening class, right? I'll conduct interview like that. Fine. Okay. Yeah. Select operation covered. Editing operation, delete operation, insert. So all code operations are completed or not, guys? Completed or not completed? Okay. Edit is update, dirty fellow. Nitin, edit is nothing but update. Here, edit employee. Here what? This is not, Bapre. Hey, send your feet, I'll construct one temple. Muddy fellow. Okay, fine. Make sure that EMP-DB table is available. Why EMP? We have a lot of other tables. In data GPA, we have actor table. Right? But EMP is a ready-made table. This one, this. There are also good amount of records are there. Any table you can take. Yeah. I want to generate employee ID dynamically. One sequence is taken. In Arkil, we have sequences also ready to generate what? Actor ID dynamically in a boss. In your batch, actor or artist? Artist table you keep ready. Next sequence also ready to generate that one. Fine. Okay, how to create sequence, all these things. But actually, this is optional to create, guys. If you give proper input, sequence also will be generated dynamically or not. If they're fine, if not there, it will create dynamically. Okay, that's great. Okay, can you guess starters I should add in this project? Using which you are going to develop persistence logic, Spring Data JPA. Spring Data JPA starter. I want to talk to Oracle MySQL, Oracle starter, MySQL starter, Lombok API. Spring Web I should add. These four are enough. Anything else? Jasper working with JSPs, JSCL jar, because we are not going to read for big presentation Java code. JSTL jars are there. We have to add them or not. Okay, total 5 jars are there. In that one, how many jars I should collect from mvnrepository.com? 2 jar, Jasper and JST. Remaining things can be added as starters or not. Can be added nicely as the starters or not, boss. Okay, that's great. So let's see, guys. Today, at least we create the package project. Packages also I'll create in front of you. Yeah, today evening at what time we have a session? 7 p.m. Okay. Okay, what is the topic? Yeah, come with open and fresh mind, because so far database interaction is easy because auto configuration is taking care of many things. Right now we need to interact with two database softwares at a time. We are not going to take the support of auto configuration. Everything we have to create manually. So you have to know what auto configuration is doing internally. For that, lot of manual work, right? Lot of manual work. Okay, guys. While eating biryani on Sunday, did you ever thought, Ashok, today afternoon biryani overloaded? Mr. Varun? Okay, right. REST API, how many sessions you take? REST API will take how many sessions are required, those many sessions I will take. Okay? How many sessions are required, those many sessions I will take. Okay, guys. Dirty fellow. Fine. People are thinking overloaded. One class extra overloaded. Can we add this mini project in CVS? In resume in CV. Yes, you can add, no problem. Yes, boss. Close all editors, guys. No, actually, CVS also having one meaning. Comma separated value, something like that. Spring starter project, guys. Yeah, tell me here, what is the story? Boot data JPA. Boot MVC pros. What, guys? 09. What is there? 09. Okay, 0. Mini project, code operations. Mini project means layered application. I need not to tell separately, right? Where remaining all are same, guys. Say next. Oracle driver, MySQL driver, Lombok, Spring Data JPA, Spring Web. What web, guys? Spring. Say next. Say finish. Nowadays, why this error is coming, I don't know. Some Lombok API related error is coming. But it's working, boss, don't worry. After error also, it's working, don't worry. Okay? Maybe it's working. Because yesterday also we have seen. Okay, definitely we'll see. If not working, what to do, we'll see. Okay. Okay, today we have to write, na? Sir, when you will, React cannot be used like boss. You should have knowledge of React. Please, Akshay, we cannot use React because you have to know React, right? Please try to use some common sense. After learning React, once again we re-improvise mini project with what? React. I already said I'll conduct separate classes on integration, right, boss? Okay. It's for student TV or resume. What is the better word? Anything you can use. Anything is used, but fresher CV better wording. Experienced people resume. Curriculum vitae. Curriculum means academics, more of academic. So fresher better to say CV. Resume talks about professional life a lot. Can we go for interview after MVC complete or okay? So once this mini project is over, you start going for interview as a fresher, as a 1+. 2+, 3+, don't go until you complete RESTful and microservices. At least RESTful should be completed. Guys, okay. Right. We got it, guys. What are the starters I should add, my dear? mvnrepository.com. What.com? Okay. Jasper. Embedded Tomcat Jasper. Click on search. Tomcat embedded Jasper. Version not so important. Okay. Go to pom.xml, guys. Go to pom.xml here, guys. Come to this, boss. Dependency open and close. Dependency open and close. Save this one, guys. Previous attempt fails, cache local repository. Okay. Right, boss. After this, what is there? This is our crude operations, guys. Yeah, com.nt. Here are my JSTL jars. Okay. Yeah, let's see. Because so far I did not face the problem of what? Lombok API not working. If problem comes, we'll see, guys. Right. JSTL. Where is this? Apache JSTL. Apache JSTL. This one, na? Copy this, paste it. Apache JSTL. Yeah, whenever it is updating, it's giving error. Don't worry about it. It's saying in local repository, it is not found, right? Maybe whenever it says, okay, whenever it says local repository not there, .m2 folder will be there in your user folder. Just delete. Or go to that particular folder, Lombok API folder, delete it. So let me try that. Because it is getting clash with the local repository jars, guys. If it is not there, it will collect from internet. Users, where is this? Nataraj .m2 repository. Here I search for project Lombok. Coming project Lombok. Came na, merciless killing, delete it. Delete it. Mister, by knowing where do I live, will you get the job? Then I will tell you. Why? Okay. What is there? Project. Project. I think it's got deleted. Okay. After that, do some change. Save. Are we still getting problem? Are we still getting problem this time? I don't think so. Because it's saying local repository not found. Still we are facing problem. Okay. Maybe it's saying that local repository it is not there. Lambda.jar not there. We'll see. We'll see. If that is not generated, then what? If it is not, maybe some updation might have come in Eclipse ID. All these dances are happening. We'll sort out, guys. We'll sort out the problem. Nothing to worry. Maybe you have to restart ID once, or we have to work out something. We'll work out. I'll give solution. Don't worry about it. Fine. Can I upload the material? Yeah. This class continuation is when? Yeah. This class continuation is on Monday. Yes. Where is this? Where is this? 11 o'clock? 16:08. Spring Boot MVC, right? Right click. Done. Okay. 11:02. 11:02. Boot MVC. What is there? 6th and 7th. 7th just started. 6th complete document. Replace the existing one. That's great, na boss? Okay. That's great. Tomorrow, what topic class is there at what time? Today 7 p.m. Tomorrow 7 p.m. Common topics class is there. How many times you will ask, Rabab? Tomorrow, today 7 p.m. Tomorrow 7 p.m. Common topics class is there, right? Okay. I think some query has come, lengthy query. Handler method param is int. Required is equal to false. Request param, but forgot to take wrapper type. It give exception. Definitely give exception. Why? Why? Because it by default holds 0. But you are not trying to pass anything. That's it is wrapper, null will be there, nothing. But here 0, that's why. Okay, null will not return. If you take wrapper type, null will not return. How to put fake experience of 1 year? By arranging document by learning subject. Meeting ID for common topic. Old meeting ID, okay, which is already there in the Google Drive. Okay, which is already there. If you don't have access to Google Drive, contact your admin, you will get the meeting count. Common topics meeting ID. Don't expect I should share. If you're a genuine student, you might have got access to what? Google Drive. In the Google Drive, it is there. Projects for resume. Projects for resume can be arranged in multiple ways. Okay. Take the classroom application, change the domain of the project by collecting information from internet, keep it. Okay. Or Java real-time project batch is there. Whatever project you learn, you keep it. Working friend or relative. Or spend time in GitHub, you will get a lot of projects, analyze and put in the resume. Yes, these many options are there. Right. Thank you guys. Have a nice time. We'll meet tomorrow and we will discuss. Sir, for this project, entity class required. Somesh Panda, I will murder. Cold-blooded murder means I will do that. I am using Spring Data JPA and you are asking me entity classes are required. Huh? Are you losing your brain day to day, Mr. Somesh? I am using Spring Data JPA means entity classes are required or not required? What the hell you are asking, man? In helper classes will not be highlighted, right? Dirty fellow. Did I highlight request mapping? Did I highlight handler mapping? Did I highlight view resolver? What the hell you talk, man? Thank you. Have a nice time. Somesh Panda is friend. So both are mental people.